One of my new issues since I downloaded Office 365 a few days ago, once I forget the tech that helped me actually uninstall it and reinstall it, was when it doesn't save passwords on Google Chrome anymore. I had to reestablish everything from whether it was Netflix, here, my insurance provider, Facebook, Gmail, 3 different accounts, school email, my job as a substitute. Everything had to be tracked down. Stuff I just didn't think I'd have to do. Another thing that it doesn't do anymore is when I go to put a screensaver on. System preferences. As you see, I won't navigate every decision here. Just that. Just go. For some reason it has this black screen, which the last time I picked, let's just say this. Since I picked that one, I'll pick something else. Doesn't say save anything. It just says hot corners, show with clock, blah, blah, blah. Start after 10 minutes. So the last I knew, all you have to do is click on it, and there it is, because it's not, it doesn't say save as desk screensaver. Anyway, so I will just close out. And we'll watch this. I won't touch anything. Please bear with me. I wish I could just pause it and shut it off. But after about 2 minutes, the screen will just go black. It won't be a screensaver. It opens up normally like any screen would. But, and I don't even mind the black. Just why is it not following the command? 1. And 2, well, part of the same command, it said every 10 minutes. It does not last 10 minutes. So anyway, part of the other issues, I had cleaned all my desktop pictures out, or at least I had to organize them. I don't know at what process, and it doesn't really matter to me. That's Safari, which I'm new to. That's another Chrome page that I just set aside. But Word has locked up 3 times. Well, also this. My initials are MC. My email is Lincoln June. But here's another option, and this doesn't even bother me too much. It's just like, why is it happening? I don't need MC there. But when I go to maybe it's Word preferences. Let me see if it's under Word preferences, under that initial Word preferences bounce up. Why is it not Word? Why can't I open Word preferences all of a sudden? It's open. I apologize. View security. Is that? Let me see if it's under security. User information. I changed this already. Okay. That used to say June Birkdahl or something. I'm guessing it was one of the techs at one time that navigated my system. But as you see, I changed it. Change the initials. Well, let me click on this. Let me see if this does anything. Always use this name regardless of how I'm signed in for Office. Let's see if that changes anything. Say save anywhere. Does not say save, so I'm just going to close out. It hasn't changed. Maybe it'll change once I open. Yeah, so there's my, what is June Birkdahl? Whatever. I don't know if that happened during one of my monitoring sessions. Shoot, I shouldn't have been navigating this, because my whole point was to show you how the screen goes black after 2 minutes. So I'm not going to touch another thing, but that was one of the issues. Again, this doesn't stress me out in and of itself. It's just when I make commands to make changes, I'm not seeing them. Like I said, hopefully you have the files in there, how we had to go back and Word froze twice within the first couple of days of downloading it. And again, the whole point, I've always had Mac. I love Mac. Pages was kind of getting on my nerves because every time because I mostly use Word documentation. I'm a wannabe writer. I've been published. I've had a couple of short stories published, poem, blah, blah, blah. I'm working on a novel, 2 novels, handful of essays, all very near completion, all very, I've been as productive as possible as lately, but I want to get rid of Pages because every time I want to send something, at least as far as I understood it, it opens up Apple Mail, which I don't use, I don't want to use, and every time I have to use it, it brings up all old unsent emails. It was just a hassle. So I got Microsoft Word because 99.9% of the publishing industry, as I understand it, uses Word documentation. Yes, Pages will convert it, but there always seem to be some kind of tweak or glitch or something that didn't go right. Blah, blah, blah. So I got Word, thinking my problems would be completely solved. It's been nothing but a headache. And then when I did it, okay, here we go. The screen's darkening. Hopefully I'll show you how it goes black. After I showed you that I saved a completely different screensaver and opened after 10 minutes. Yeah, there we go. Completely black. Why this is happening, I don't understand. And here's another thing. I've had a couple texts and I understand they're like, this is something you need to solve with Apple. The problem is I've had this computer almost 2 years now. I've actually had Apple computers since 2005. I don't remember the last time I called Apple support for a glitch, an issue, nothing. I downloaded Microsoft Office after, partially trying to game the system of asking anyone else if they had an extra Office download. I got no hits. I went out, I bought it myself. I thought it was going to be, because my computer I don't play games, I don't do anything. All I do is Word documentation. So when I downloaded Office 365, I thought it would make my life significantly easier and put me on the path towards at least productivity, not publication, but in terms of productivity, sending it out, getting documentations out without any problems. It's been a total disaster. When I first downloaded Office, maybe a week ago, I think you guys have the documentation, I hope. I've been on tech support every single morning. I took 3 days off of work to write with my brand new Microsoft Office, and I have not done anything because of the struggles and frustration and inability to use my computer the way it was made to and your program was meant to. It's been a total headache. Like I said, when Word froze twice in the first couple of days, trying to resolve that situation, I've had 3 to 4 people access my computer remotely. One, I think her name was Rosemary. I apologize if that's not the one, but I'm sure you have it on file. Did not say goodbye, did not apologize, said it was beyond her scope. Click. It said so-and-so ended the chat. I understand now that, yes, Google Chrome is not saving my passwords. She witnessed it. It's an issue. I do understand technically that it is beyond Microsoft's scope, but none of these issues existed until I downloaded Office 365. This has to be resolved. My computer I don't recognize it. It does not do what I need it to do. The mornings are when I work on my writing career, if you will, and I've done nothing in the past week but stay on Microsoft support. 90% of the people I've dealt with have been great, supportive, understanding, and solved the issues as we understood them when they arose. but now it's venturing into a whole new category, and I need an absolute fix, or I need to pursue a legal approach to fix this fucking thing, because my entire vocation in life, I don't want to be too dramatic with life, but my vocation of writing is my love, and has screwed up my relationships. It's neither here nor there, but I'm just trying to establish it as the number one thing in my life. And this computer, which just went black, is part of the fucking problem. So please, please fix this so I don't ever have to call Microsoft support ever again.